We've driven EVs to the world's highest road, set the fastest K2K record, went on holidays, but can an EV bring you to the only place where you can see 4 of the 5 highest peaks in the world?
On a clear day, this is the view. Everest, Kanchenjunga, Lhotse and Makalu. 4 of the 5 highest peaks in the world. All are visible from Sandakphu, making this one of the most epic places on God's good earth that you can trek up to. And of course, this being Evo India, we are going to drive.
Time was when only iconic half-century-old 4x4s took you from Maneybhanjang to Sandakphu, a ridiculously horrendous climb of exactly 5,605 feet in just 31 kilometers. 5 to 6 hours of pure heart in mouth and prayer on lips journey. Today, Mahindras have taken over the place, have risen up to the challenge. But can the Mahindra of the electrified future conquer this trail? Challenge accepted. Before we get going, we obviously have to charge the Mahindra XUV400, and here's where the first of many firsts kick off. This is the first EV charger in Darjeeling that our friends at Lion Charge have set up at the Udan Darjeeling Hotel. Of course, the XUV400 also has a portable charger, but we are on a schedule. We need to be quick with the charging, and that's why the ABB wall box that Lion Charge have set up for us, and the XUV400 is now fully charged. This is where the climb actually begins. This is Maneybhanjang at 6,325 feet. From here on, it is 30 kilometers of relentless car-braking, back-braking climb. Over 30 kilometers, we're going to climb more than 5,500 feet to Sandakphu, which is at 11,930 feet. Here, we bring our A game. To give you a frame of reference, the climb from Hanli, which is the staging point for the drive up to the world's highest motorable road, all the way up to the Umlingla Pass, is a little over 4,000 feet. And that's unbelievably steep. Today, we are climbing 5,500 feet, and that too over a shorter distance. This has never been attempted before in an EV, and this is the ultimate test of the Mahindra XUV400, of range, of performance, heck, even of its SUV credentials. If the XUV400 makes it to the top, that will be a new record, the maximum elevation change in the shortest distance. The only way the road can gain altitude so quickly is via steep hairpins, which also happens to be super narrow. There's no room for error here and no second guessing. You go through the hairpins in one shot. Don't even let the tires think about losing traction, because that is the limiting factor. The grip from the tires. Power, 148 bhp. That's plenty. Torque, 310 Newton meters. That is best in class. And unlike an ICE that is gasping for oxygen the higher up you go in terms of altitude, here you have as much power as you do in the plains. Plus, it's all available with just a slight twist of my right foot. And no spewing out black smoke, no noise either. I'm driving with my window down, breathing in the fresh mountain air, letting the clouds float in through the XUV400, listening to the crickets, the birds, and watching out for the elusive red panda that calls this national park home. The XUV400 has a 39.4 kilowatt-hour battery that's good for 456 kilometers as certified by ARAI. And there are 3 driving modes which simultaneously tune steering, throttle, and regen. Now, fun optimizes efficiency. Fearless, on the other hand, it flips the coin and optimizes performance. I think we'll stick with the fast mode. It will deliver on the thrill of driving and also take care of range. And right now, as we are climbing up these steep ascents, it is chewing through range.
On the plus side though, there's plenty of space for our crew and all their plethora of photo and video equipment.
And I don't remember this lake being here the last time we came. Or maybe we were so stressed with the driving, we didn't even notice it. But my God, this place is gorgeous. Not only is the track steep and treacherous, it's also very narrow and it's two-way traffic.
This is where the compact proportions of the XUV400 come in handy. Not to mention the robust underpinnings that deliver proper SUV qualities in terms of ride comfort, handling, and that overall sense of safety.
And this is like a very driving test out here to make sure. Karan, I can't see, man. Is it clear? And all said and done, these drivers over here, they really know how to drive. Where am I going to go back? This is nerve-wracking. The reason we are enduring this torture is for the view on the other side of the king of the mountains. Kanchenjunga is not just the third highest mountain in the world, but is also a sacred entity in Sikkim. So venerated that climbing the mountain is banned to respect local traditions. Now for the last part of the climb to Sandakphu, 11,930 feet. In a year, the challenge to drive up to Sandakphu might be over, considering the way they are building the roads, but not now. Now, it gets really serious. From here, we got some 10-12 kilometers to get up to Sandakphu, and the track is as bad can get. And I guess it's going to be all hands on deck to clear out the rocks and the boulders to get the XUV all the way up. In an ice, you have it in your mind that you have to be careful about the sump. But in a EV, there's no sump. So what do you be careful of? Maybe you don't have to worry about anything, or you worry about everything. Who knows? This is a journey of discovery for us. Oh man.
Post Garibas, the route is brutal. Post Kalipokri, it is apocalyptic, even for 4x4s. We creep in silence through Maneybhanjang, the final village 2.9 kilometers from Sandakphu top. By now, the sky is dark grey in the late afternoon hours and there's tension crackling in the air. The village is as silent as the XUV400, but it's the calm before the storm. Everybody knows it. Everybody. We drive a little further. Now just about 15 corners separate us from the summit and a series of hairpins stare us down. We crane our necks up and spot 4 of them snaking up a mountain wall. 4 hairpins taking us at least 15 stories up, linked to each other at the hip, surfaced by rocks and gravel smoothened by the rain. It's beyond steep, broken at exactly the points where a vehicle would need traction. and holding on to its integrity at the mercy of Mother Nature.
And that's it for our Sandakphu adventure. There is a landslide up ahead. It's starting to rain, the clouds have come in and there's just no grip. The XUV400 has plenty of power, plenty of torque, but the tires are just not gripping because it is damp. It's all stones out here. The earth is getting dug up. It's just a kilometer and a half at the max, 10 corners. That's what our support car guy is saying, 10 corners more, and that's Sandakphu top. From here we turn around, but the 400, deep respect for it to come all the way up here and just to be thwarted at the final hurdle because of the landslide. Well, nature plays her own tricks. You got to respect nature, you got to respect the mountains.
All that's now left is to trek up and catch the legendary view at Sandakphu. I huff and puff and walk the final hairpins to get to the top, and further disappointment is in store as Sandakphu is completely shrouded in the clouds. Forget the mountains, we cannot even see our own boots. We had plans, but nature had other plans for us. We turn around, gutted, but we will be back.